I think, easier than that fight will be. That fight it's a tough fight. I've seen both fighters, so I've sized them up, and I kind of just that's my opinion on that. See, what other fights you got, bud?
Marcus Brown, Badou Jack tonight.
Oh, you know that one? I don't. I know Badou Jack. I've watched his fights. I don't know too much about Marcus Brown. Looks like he wants it, so that one I don't know how to call that one. But I know that Badou Jack's been consistent, so that's what I know about.
Amir Khan, Terrence Crawford.
Wow. Oh man, that's exciting. That's exciting too. Amir Khan, you know, I give him that. He's been in a hell of fights. He's only been beat. Was it Canelo? Who else?
Canelo, Danny Jacobs, Matisse.
Danny Jacobs. Matisse.
Shit. God damn. Well, anyway, he's lost 4 times, 4 or 5 times.
Okay. Love and respect him for being a guy who'll fight anybody. But once again, here's Terrence Crawford. He's up in he's actually tied for #1, in my opinion, of the pound for pound right now. He's a complete fighter from what I've seen, and people can say, oh, he's little, he's this, that. No, he has legs, he can bounce around, he can fight you, he can do what he needs to do. He can box you in the beginning rounds, and then towards the end, he can turn it up. So to me, I think he has that punch in there. Amir Khan it'll be a hell of a fight, but I'm leaning Terrence Crawford on that one.
By how much? So we know how you do your comparative analysis. Because you said Mikey by this much. This much.
So let's see here. On that one, Terrence Crawford wins by 3 points in the fight. 3 or 4 points. 3 or 4 points. But the pound for pound list, it goes Canelo, Terrence Crawford up here. Who did I say was 2? I have that on the list now. I know those 2 are the top in the top.
Top 2.
Top 2. I gotta think. Oh,
Mikey Garcia, because you got him losing.
Mikey Garcia.
You got him losing by winning by this much.
Mikey's up there, and then you got below that. Even though I know Thurman's inactive, but he's in the top. He has to be in that top 5.
You about to lose credibility now. You said earlier.
Down,
he ain't fought in 2 years.
Hang on. Okay, so let's go.
Do you love your ex-wife?
No, let's go.
Okay,
let's go like this.
Oh, your ex-girlfriend before you had to.
No, hang on.
Is she still in your top 5? Shit.
Mikey. Okay, so we got Mikey and Earl in there, right below that, and then
how about Conor McGregor? Top 5?
No,
I'm fucking with you, man.
No way. That guy shouldn't be put on boxing. He shouldn't put on no boxing.
Yeah,
actually,
right.
You know what? Mayweather, thank you for that victory. I picked a round. I picked 2 rounds, and I got the round 18-1 odds.
Really?
A beautiful thing.
9?
But it was 18-1. And what round was it? 9
round 8 or 9. Something 9, 10, something.
But I picked 2 rounds, and I had a feeling that McGregor would gas out. So, Money Mayweather, thank you so much for that. I got a little bit of money on that one. Thank you for that. What else, my buddy? What else can I break down for you? What else?
Let's see. What else we got in boxing? Mikey Garcia. Keith Thurman. We already talked about your love of Keith Thurman.
Oh, we'll see Lopez. Okay, that's coming up next week, right?
Okay.
Josecito's never been in a boring fight. Never.
That's what make him
a lot of heart and character. So, what's going to be interesting to see is how Keith has been inactive for 2 years and how he comes in. But I believe his athleticism and what he has is a lot on the table. But Josecito won't give up easy in that fight. So I think it'll be a competitive fight, and then Mr. Thurman's athleticism will kick in by the 7th, 8th round, and he'll take over. I just think that he's just the more well-rounded athlete. But Josecito, props to you for taking a big challenge, and I nothing but respect for that, for doing that.
Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2. Who wins?
Oh wow! You know what? Again, like I said earlier, respect for the fighters. I like both.
You don't have to preface it. You don't have to preface it.
I like both fighters. I do. I like both fighters. Here's Deontay Wilder. I like his story. Where he comes from, where he's about. He used to drive a truck, delivering beer. I mean, wow! And look where he's at now. Tyson Fury, his situation. I bet on him too when he beat Klitschko. So when him and Deontay Wilder fought, I thought it was a closer fight. Going into it, that fight, that's a tough fight, but I'm going to lean with Deontay Wilder because of this, and I believe Deontay Wilder will make those adjustments. Tyson Fury, he knows how to box. He shocked a lot of people, I think, at that time. But I mean, you think amateur experience, a lot of it. Deontay, his amateur experience?
Yeah, the bronze medal.
Bronze medal. Mm-hmm. So, again, that fight is going to be a great fight, but I think Deontay Wilder edges it out because of this.
Okay.
Questions, but other than
no, just talk, man.
Okay, first of all, I'm happy to see you.
Uh-huh.
I love your videos.
Uh-huh.
See what else? Speak it into existence.
Speak it into existence. That's my life.
That is from Fred Hawthorne, and that is also why Deontay
Wilder.
Wilder.
Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Believe it, and you'll get it. I've always believed in that. My family, my mom and dad have always been optimistic people. And believe it or not, I need some of that right now, some of that energy. Because sometimes, you know, with work and things like that, I have a small business, and it's not always that easy. And you're the only one that can pat yourself on the back to move yourself and to say, motivate, go forward. There's actually, real quick, about 2 different times that I caught some of your videos in the evening. It just kind of helped me out for the day. So I just want to tell you thank you for that. I want to thank you. Thanks for that. As far as boxing, it's a beautiful thing to be here. I'm excited for this fight. I guess let's chop this one up real quick.
Okay.
Man. Okay, Adrian Broner. Oh, first of all, disclaimer. All fighters. My hat's off to all fighters. Because if you put on boxing gloves and you're in the ring by yourself, man, that's life in there. And anybody who gets up 1 championship, 2nd, 2, 3, 4, and Broner has 4. So anybody who puts on boxing, my total respect. But I'm just going to chop it up a little bit here. I'm leaning on Manny, with Manny on this one. Manny is an elite fighter, has been an elite fighter. And let's just say maybe he's a little bit older. Maybe he's dropped down. I'm going to use the ABCs or ABC. So whether he's not elite, maybe he's A+. Broner to me, because he hasn't been consistent in the past, even though he's trained really hard. I've been watching the videos and I know he's in it. He may prove me wrong. I think Manny will win this on points, or maybe even a KO. This is what my gut's telling me. Manny's that movement, that coming in. I know he might not have it as consistent, but he still has it. So that's what I'm thinking is gonna win the fight for Manny Pacquiao today. Let's see.
Mikey Earl.
Mikey Earl. Okay, let me say this. I seen a video the other day with Earl Spencer. I think it was with you, or I think it was with you last week. When he says this, I love this about Earl too. I love his character. I love how he conducts himself. When he says this, I hope Mikey comes in with that enthusiasm that they're saying. That enthusiasm, and I know what Earl's saying. I know what Earl's saying. But he's a bad man. He's a bad man. Muhammad Ali used that quote. He's a bad man. So Earl is going to let Mikey come in and go to the body, is what I'm thinking. Now, here's the question. Can Mikey take those punches? I believe he can take some of them. I don't know for how long. Mikey, gosh, I give him this. Like I said, heart, courage, and some big balls to move up in the weight. People done it, but to me, he's going after, I guess, the boogeyman of the weight division, or whatever you want to call it, but the toughest man. I mean, I wouldn't give him I wouldn't discredit him if he actually fought somebody else first, sunk in, and then go after the big guy. But when you get in your career, his life, where he's at probably, he's looking for the big challenges, and that's what motivates him. Man, Mikey's about a 4-1 underdog. Man, you know what? That fight, I don't even know. I think it's more of a toss-up. People don't. I believe Mikey's IQ is high, but I also believe Earl's is high. He has amateur fights, so he knows how to fight different styles too. It's just what I'm gonna say on this one. They're both good. It's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Pick one.
Hang on. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, and I'm gonna lean a little bit towards Mikey, just a little bit. A little bit. A little bit?
It's that close? You think the fight is that close?
I believe the underdog story. I believe in it. So maybe that's. But again, Earl and him.
I didn't know they had brown pride in Idaho.
I
thought they just had potatoes. I thought everyone just made potatoes and lived happily ever after.
No. You know what? Like you said.
And the Broncos. And the Boise State Broncos.
You've talked about it. We all have pride in who we are.
Yeah.
But like I said, when Earl said this, and that's scary, I hope he comes in with that enthusiasm. You did the interview with Robert, and Robert was sitting there chuckling, and he says, well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And I believe in that, too. But long story short, it won't be easy either way. I'm saying, if Earl beats Mikey, it ain't going to be easy. This could be, I hope it's candidate of the fight of the year. I hope it is. So anyway, but I'm leaning towards Mikey just a little bit. But I'm not saying like, when